Okay, so you guys all know what you're getting into today. There's 4 movements: Turkish get up, broad jump, a sprint, and a rest. Doing nothing is the 4th movement. So that'll be nice. Let's start with just a set of leg swings. For this sprint, for a fast run, I want to make sure that everyone is very well warmed up. I went for my 800-meter run and then stepped off and ran my 50-meter spot. Tib, are you going to do a 75-meter row or a run?
Row.
Row, okay. You'll go, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Perfect. So after your leg swings, let's go for a set of leg swipes. All right, so hold on again to whatever you were holding on to. And get a set of swipes. I just got my Sunday morning screen time report saying that I was up 18% of screen time for a total of 9 hours and 18 minutes on the phone every day. I think that's a little unfair because I know that I listen to about 2 to 3 hours of podcasts. But still, clearly that's about 5 hours more than I'm normally on the phone. And then let's go for a, on the stomach, for a set of scorpions. Let's go for a set of 5 on each side, alternate each rep. And then I'm going to roll over onto my back for some hamstring warm up by doing a couple of glute bridges, followed by some rock and rolls. After the rock and rolls, I'm going to lie back down on the ground and put one leg out in front, keeping these 2 quadriceps even, and getting in a set of 4 glute bridges on the right, and then 4 on the left. And then another set of rock and rolls, and gradually turn those into hollow rocks. You may notice that today I have a pair of shoes on. That's because I'm going outside to do my standing broad jumps as well as going outside to do my sprints, because the floor in my house does not lend itself to jumping and landing. So I want to next go into some Simon Shuffle just to get some very easy jumping and landing. You can go back and forth from right to left, moving all the way laterally for 4 or 5 jumps. And then moving forward, moving backwards. Why not do a set of 10 jumping jacks? Before getting into a really bouncy double under jump. All right, we have to make sure that the calves the bottoms of the feet and the hamstrings are ready for running hard. Eric, which direction are you going to go? Are you running up the street or down the street?
So we're going to go down and then run up.
Good idea. I think that's smart. Is your house 50 meters away from Marquez, or will you have to actually make the turn?
Well, we're going to go down Bollinger.
We're going to start down and the end in front.
Got it. Okay, so you'll run like 20 or 30 meters down, turn back up. Okay, good. Tib's going to jump on that rower. Maggie's going to run outside as well. My road is just a slight incline, which is kind of nice to be running into the incline. So if you have a choice of running a downhill or uphill, make sure you're sprinting uphill. It's a little easier on the body and you're less likely to fall outstretched. Now, what I want to make sure is that imagine, right, this is the 50-meter sprint. I want to make sure that you have an initial chunk of like 15 to 20 meters, or whatever it is, of a gradual jog, run, and you start your watch when you are at full speed. So if this is my sprint right here, if this is my 50 meters, it's walk, jog, run, go, 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 start the watch, and sprint fast. For you, Tib, you can start the rower. You'll row for 25 meters, and then all out for 75.
Okay.
That means for you, you'll probably only get in like somewhere between 6 and 8 strokes, and you'll be finished.
Okay.
But try and pay attention to the time to see how fast that takes. It's going to be quick.
Okay.
All right. Let's go for a couple of different things across the room here. Just some butt kickers. You can actually stay in place here. Getting some hamstring preparation, and then high knees. So after today's workout, it would be a nice complement to do the 20-minute mobility session for the feet and the calves. And then back to the knees.
Yesterday,
Excuse me?
that one that you pre-recorded.
Yeah. Well, you just need a foam roller and a lacrosse ball. Okay. And then let's go ahead and get a light dumbbell. If you have a light dumbbell. Tib, do you have a light dumbbell or only 50?
Yeah, 20.
20.
It's light for you.
Yeah, Tib, 50. And let's go ahead and get in a set of 5 regular deadlifts. And then a set of 5 Romanian deadlifts. Between the two is that the Romanian deadlift keeps the hips high and doesn't allow you to bring the hips back down. So I wouldn't be able to touch the ground with the Romanian. And then let's take that dumbbell into the right hand and get a set of strict presses or push presses if it's too heavy. I know we don't have a lot of equipment.
Whoa, it's sore.
And then I want you to lie on the ground and do that movement that I called the Turkish twist, which is not really a thing, but we made it a thing last week. Right knee up, right hand has the weight. You're gonna roll over onto the elbow, bring the hips to the ceiling, and then right back down. So get 3 on the right. Three on the left. Back over to the right for your first complete Turkish getup on each side. All right. Once you come back to lying down on the ground, so Joanna, I don't think you're doing these, right?
No, but I just tried again. I just don't know, like.
Okay, so what you're doing during this time is 5 windmills on the right, 5 windmills on the left, 5 push press on the right, 5 push press on the left.
With the 15th, or should I warm up with my 8th?
Do the windmill with the 8, and I'd prefer you not stand on the mat so that you can have a more solid position. And then go as wide as you can with the feet, and take that left shoulder, which is going right now. You're taking your shoulder and trying to put it on your knee. I want you to take your shoulder, bring it forward, and have a twist into it. So if you take your left hand and try and go down and touch the inside of your ankle on that side instead of the outside of the ankle.
Okay.
Switch forward and try and touch the inside of the ankle. Right? What Maggie would call her medial malleolus.
Okay, so it's good because the mid-back gets engaged.
Yeah, for sure.
Good.
And now let's do this. Tib, you hop on your rower and get a sample. And then let's go outside. I want you to 15 to 25 meters of a walk jog. And then as soon as you hit your starting line, I want you to be going a little bit faster, right? This is not a full speed. We'll do 2 warm-up runs before we go full speed with that.
My starting line like is around a corner. Like I'm walking in front of my apartment and then it's immediately as I turn right, there's a gate right here and the whole yard is only like 50 meters long.
Okay.
I want to just build into it like around that corner.
Just don't get hit by a car going around the corner.
That'll be the goal.
Yeah, that would be a good goal. And or you can make the piece that you run just a little shorter. What I don't want you to do is go and then like pull a hamstring or something. The whole idea of this is that that you ease into the sprint.
Okay.
Let's go for one of those, and then I'll see you in 1 minute.
Shall I call you? So how are we gonna know?
Oh, I know it. I know. Okay.
How's it going, Tib? All right.
Short.
Yes, it's a very short sprint. Tib,
I'm gonna make my course like a couple of steps shorter so that I'm able to get a little bit more of a running start, like 4 steps shorter or something.
Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. The idea is having that period of time where you're going really fast. Tib, how long does it take for the 75 meters?
How long?
How long does it take? How many strokes for 75 meters? 6?
I think 5.
Oh.
5, 6.
Okay, I want to have you to go 100-meter sprint to give you another 2 strokes.
Yeah.
Okay, so go from
Then one straight, 2
0 to 25 is the warm-up. 25 to 100. Wait, 25 to 125. So you get 100 meters.
Okay.
Okay, now can everyone when it's at the top of the minute, does everyone have enough time to go outside, run it, walk back, and be back in less than a minute?
We would have to run down, Eric, right?
Yeah, okay, so I want to make sure that you guys aren't going too far.
No, we're just finishing it from the house.
No,
Okay, all right. So just make sure, imagine 50 meters is 50 big steps. Sprinting 50 meters is only 17 to 20 steps, right? That happens very quickly. So I want to make sure that nobody's running too far.
I did 50 meters.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, but it's all, Mike is talking about the timing. So because you
Yeah,
want
so
to,
if you jog downhill to your starting line, that's great. Definitely do that instead of walking to your starting line.
so we can just broad jump that direction and then run down and be ready, right?
No, you just broad jump here because well, it'll be fine. It'll work great. I think all of you guys have. Let me see you guys get in 3 broad jumps right now. Not your total maximal broad jump, but just get in 3 jumping and try and keep it a fairly soft landing. I know mine sounds really loud. And then for those of you that have a kettlebell, I'd like you to get in 5 kettlebell deadlifts and then 5 Russian swings. Because if you think about this, the kettlebell swing is kind of like a maximal effort vertical jump.
Mike, the 3 jumps, are they in a row so we don't stop in between, or?
They are not in a row because if they were, you wouldn't be able to get a maximal effort. And so basically each jump, it's as if you're trying to set a new PR. Clearly, as your body fatigues from the running and Turkish get-ups, that won't happen. But the first couple rounds, you might continue to get a centimeter further on each jump. All right, let's take out another weight, another loading, and get a Turkish get-up on your right and one on your left.
So, Mike, question. I've got a 35-pound dumbbell, which I could go heavier if I had another dumbbell. I've got heavier as a kettlebell, but it's massively uncomfortable for me.
You mean uncomfortable on the back of your wrist?
Yeah.
So get a 35 right now, and we'll talk about what to do later. I think trying to become used to the kettlebell is a good thing to practice. Okay.
What am I doing, Mike? Sorry, there's a lot of questions.
Pulls and push presses.
With 15 or with 8?
With 15. Remember, particularly if you're using a sub-maximal weight, I want you to hit each of these positions and be solid in the position. Right, that's going to take close to a minute once those things get heavy. And what do you have, Maggie, for that movement?
Okay, I was just debating because I have a 20-pound dumbbell and I have a 12 kg kettlebell, and that's a pretty big jump. But I think the 12 kgs is just a little bit too heavy. But I also don't think the 20 is quite heavy enough.
So let me see the position that you're taking on the kettlebell. Eric is going to do one right now as well.
Okay.
So that's 35 pounds, same weight. So I can go heavier on the kettlebell.
Right. Okay. But you can just practice it for. So one of the keys, this is good for you guys. One of the keys here is that when doing a Turkish get up with a kettlebell, I'm going to start by holding on closer to the thumb side of the kettlebell, right? Rather than right in the middle of the kettlebell, if I hold on to the thumb side, the kettlebell sits in a less uncomfortable position on the back of the arm. Notice that I didn't say a more comfortable position, because it's not comfortable. It's just less uncomfortable. And so notice that I'm in one of the angles of the kettlebell and not in the very middle. And that helps to get a better angle where it rests against the. And so it's just a good thing to practice. So even if today, Eric, even if you did a 35 pound kettlebell, it gives you a different center of mass. It's a little bit more difficult to deal with than the dumbbell. In fact, people that are really good at Turkish get-ups will always tell you that the kettlebell is easier because of where the balance is in your body, right? When you get heavy weight in the front of a dumbbell, it's always pulling you forward. But today, you just get to practice. If you find that maybe you have an imbalance of one or the other, then possibly you could use a lighter weight on the left arm, or you just take more time to work through that on your left arm, or your right, if that happens to be where the imbalance is. So let's do this. We've got a couple Turkish get-ups. I'd like you to go out to wherever you're gonna do your standing broad jumps. Make sure that it's not slippery. Also, I wanna talk about this one thing with the knees. In the counter jump, the knees are in basically a squat position in line with the hips and the toes. Many people, I would actually say that most people that aren't super athletic, counter jump with the knees nailing together, and you can see that is not a strong position. Most people also land with the knees knocking and then coming back together. It's very faint, and most people don't even see it, but most people do that. Try and land in a position of stability in athletic stance rather than allowing your knees to knock together. Sometimes you even have to take a video of yourself to notice if you're doing it. So go for 3 jumps and then go right back to your run and get in one more run. Okay, I'll see you in about a minute and a half. And a minute and a half. Not sure how that happened. Exactly a minute and 30 seconds. I walked back from my run that time. All right.
Nice view, Chip.
Thank you.
Mike,
Yep.
those windmills, I don't know if I'm doing them right. But I think I can control better with my little 8-pounders than the 15.
Okay, how about 10? Oh, you don't have 10s.
I don't have 10s.
Okay.
Or I can do, like, can you watch me? I don't know if you have the time or ability to see.
Yeah, the problem where you guys are at is that you're totally backlit and all I see is a shadow.
Oh, so we can move
We
it.
can move it, but can you move this? Hold on, let us move you.
Yeah, that's better. Let's everyone get in a couple of Turkish get-ups. If you've got a couple of windmills. If you've got a lighter weight, use your lighter weight to do that. Now brace your right hand on your leg from the very beginning and belly's tight, right? Keep your eyes up on that weight.
No crate.
Keep your eyes up on the weight. Keep your eyes up on the weight. Okay, now just keep your right knee bent. So the goal is, wait just a second. No, keep your right knee straight. The goal is not to go as deep as you possibly can at any expense. The goal is to be completely stable. So even if you have to shorten the range of motion, which I think you can get a little deeper than that. Yep, keep your eyes up and keep that elbow locked. And remember what I was saying about your hand, the downside, the lower hand, don't keep it on the outside of the leg the entire time. Let it move towards the middle of the shin, and then the goal is to reach towards the middle part of your ankle so that you get this twist in the torso. So what we move into in a more advanced version of this is into the windmill, lower the weight, press up, and then stand again. So it's a pressing windmill, but we're not doing that today.
Okay, so if I don't go as deep, I can do it, but
Okay.
I find your motion.
And try as you go through this to get a little bit deeper, always needing to be stable the entire time.
How many of those do you need?
5 on each side.
And push presses also, or just windmill?
And push presses on each side. That'll take you almost a full minute. So right windmill, left windmill for 5 each. Then right push press, left push press.
Okay. All right.
All right. So round 1, Turkish get up, right and left. Round 2, you'll go outside. You'll get in 3 max effort long jumps. Walk to your starting line, right? You're going to rest for about 40 seconds. Do your run, and then come back in. I don't want you to go directly from jump, jump, jump into the sprint, right? There's supposed to be about a 30-second break after that because these are maximal effort jumps. Okay, everyone good?
You want us to time our runs?
I do want you to try and time your runs, right?
Okay.
I want you to try and, I'm gonna have my watch in my right hand, and as I get to the starting line, beep, and beep, just to begin and end.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. I'm gonna start this watch in this main clock here, and minute 0 is our Turkish get up.
Sorry, just 1 second. Again.
All right, you'll have this as your main clock. You can use your own stopwatch for the short ones. Okay, here we go. Turkish get up. 3, 2, 1, go. wasn't warmed up for that. That was too heavy. All right. Go ahead and get your standing broad jumps.
This is taking too long.
You'll be fine. Just go through that, Joanna.
Okay.
Eric, you don't have to wait for her.
Can you pin your video, Mike?
All right. And it's time to rest.
We start at 4, right?
Correct. We have a full minute rest. So, Eric, do you have any, what was your weight, your load?
So I went to a 44-pound kettlebell.
Okay.
I on the left I was at 35, but I think I'm gonna stay with 44 now.
Okay, for both sides?
Yeah.
And what was your run?
Well, I didn't time it. It's not possible.
You don't have a stopwatch?
Not massively available. I don't want to use the phone.
Tu vas trop vite.
Yeah.
Stand in
It was 10 seconds.
Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. You're using 50, right, Tib?
baby. Run freeze.
Okay, here we go. Head outside. Ah.
How I jump. My right leg goes forward further.
Kettlebell is not that bad actually. On the Turkish get up.
Yeah, so you have it, right? What weight did you use? 44?
Yeah, 44 on both sides now. 44 pounds. Can I try to move up or no?
Eventually, yeah.
You should go.
What do you have? Do you have a 50?
I've got a 53.
Ooh, okay.
Might be too. I'll try on one side.
Go slow.
Try that on your strong side first.
Yeah.
And then maybe the next set, try it on both sides. So use 53 on one side, then 44. And then the next round. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
5, 4. Go. Shit. Just did a PR, guys.
Woo!
That's a PR for me.
Great. You get it on both sides?
No, just one. But
Okay.
I will.
All right, let's head back outside. Tib is already outside.
Yay! We're wavy.
Yeah.
I had my bird poop also. Look.
What? Ah.
Mike?
Yep.
For those windmills, what should be the position of the dumbbell, the wrist? Facing in, facing out, straight on? Does it matter?
Position of what?
Of wrist. Like this, like that.
Like whatever is the most stable. You can move it wherever you want. You find the stable position and you hold. So it's not, I want you to find it on your own. Go ahead and put your dumbbell up overhead.
Like that.
Whatever position is the most stable. You can feel the stability.
Yeah, okay. All right.
All right, Maggie, how's it going? What load are you using?
12 kgs.
12 kg. Okay, good.
Now? Going now?
1 second.
Round 4. You ready? Oh, back outside.
I'm finishing my minute. I don't get to rest.
Ah. Ah.
One more round?
One more round.
2.
4.
1.
There's one more. Hey, Eric, did you get the 53 on both sides that time?
Yeah. PR.
Right.
I start with the left though.
Excuse me?
That's a PR for me.
You started with the left?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Whichever side you want to start with.
Mike, are you writing down times?
Yeah, do you have some?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready for you.
906,
Okay.
894.
Yep.
926
Okay.
and 882.
All right, fastest one. All right, here we go. Last Turkish get up. Yeah, yeah. All right. Last jumps. Last run.
I need to be very focused how I catch the handle. I can catch it well. All right.
Huh?
I felt my hamstring from windmills. Is it bad or? See, when I catch this, I can catch it here, and then when it's through, when I catch it at the back, it's good. But I found myself catching incorrectly after windmills. But that's probably what hurt my shoulder. We should open that box or something.
All right. Way to go. Do you have a time, Maggie?
8:33.
Right. Fastest one.
Oh,
Hey, Tim, do you think you got faster the whole time?
yeah, but 75 is good. Six between 6 and 8. 11.9, 12,
Okay.
11.18, 0.8, 11.8, and 12.1.
All right. Yeah, yours is a little long, but that's okay. Nice job. I want you now just to go out and give yourself a 2 minute easy jog. Just nice and easy. In the jog, I want you to do a little bit of high knees and some butt kickers, just back and forth. Jogging, high knees, butt kickers. Jogging, high knees, butt kickers.
Oh, putain.
Hey, Thibaut, does Sandra feel okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, no more. She was kind of sick from some food, maybe, right?
Oh, yeah, no, yes, it's just food. It's good.
Okay.
Good, it's good.